Do you want to balance out the volumes first?
Yeah,
Really quick?
well, I want to. I'll ask in the chat if the volumes are good.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay, that works for me. I start asking the guys if they are ready.
Yeah, the players are ready. They're in the game right now.
Ah, okay. Have they already hosted one?
Yes,
No.
yes.
Oh, they actually very far ahead.
Yeah.
Eaglemut hype. Okay. So, nice. So I actually can pick French now. You are not disturbed by French,
No, I
I
am
guess.
not.
Yeah, because Chrissy was playing French as bad. So I have to pick another one, actually. So, people still have to decide the map then. Huh?
Yeah.
We need a few viewers. And it's kind of fun though, I think, because yeah, you do not know where you play, so you basically have to know every map decently. So that makes it pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah, it's an interesting setup.
Yeah. And how was it from the player side? I thought
Stressful.
I don't. Was you complaining about the trading post, or was it Bobo
No, it was
yesterday?
Bubble Boo.
Okay.
I actually, yeah, I prefer to have trading post maps too. But
Yeah. Okay.
I hope I. Okay, 1 second. Let me see what I have to do. Should be streaming right now. Yes.
Yeah.
Is the stream up? Because I actually don't see it yet.
Yeah, I have two screens, but I don't see it up yet. I just refreshed, so a little bit of time to reload, actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay, it's on
And
now.
then, yeah, we are up. So,
Yeah.
very nice. We are on.
I hope I.
Inside New Year's invitation and round of 16.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. But I'll be back.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I will entertain the chat, though no one's here at the moment, so. It starts at 21 GMT, so 5 minutes from here. Map voting started yet? No, I don't think it started yet. So, yeah. Unlucky for you, you can't pick your map at the moment. We need interjection to vote, to host. Ah, I do? Really? Is it bad? So I just turned down the microphone a little bit. Give me just a sec. And then, of course, the delay. Is it better now? Just tell me if it's better. I could also do what? I could also...
Okay. I just have to get the bot to run and then make sure the sound is okay.
Yeah.
I probably should run this earlier.
Apparently, I do have an echo, though. An echo. Well, I don't know how you spell that.
It could have.
Then. What?
Yeah, that could have been just because my mic was close to my headphones just a moment ago. I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't know.
But to find out
Yeah, I
where
turned down my microphone, so yeah. Yeah, well, just hope we can fix that. Waiting for a little bit of more players here, more viewers actually, to start the voting. So we can vote on the first map where Hazza54321 and Eaglemut are bashing each other. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun stuff.
whoops. Okay.
Giveaway 100 followers, still have 71 new viewers, so. Loud mix guy.
I'm actually trying to find the poll right now where the.
What did you say? Sorry.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the map poll from sites.
Yeah.
Tribe. Yeah.
Yeah. Interjection is hosting us actually,
Oh, great.
so
That's okay.
we would have a lot of players already,
Yes,
viewers
yes,
pretty
we
soon, so that's nice. So we can start this voting thing going. Oh no.
Yeah.
I was looking at the chat and said, wow, 71 viewers already, but it was the wrong, the wrong one, so never mind.
I should update the overlay to say. Controls. Okay, I need to switch out of this. I hope I can remember my regular Twitch password for my regular account. Because I just logged out so I can get into sites.
So apparently Eaglemut has lost every belief in himself and he thinks he's getting roasted. Maybe just being realistic there. All green for you. Yeah, well, we are waiting for the chat folk to actually come and chat.
Yep. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, no problem. Laptop overheating already.
Okay, I connected.
So, 31, pretty nice. Hello there, people. Yeah, apparently I still have this eco thing, so.
Yeah. Let us know if the levels are pretty close, though. Chat, please. If we're roughly the same value, that's the more important thing. My sound is always going to echo because I'm bad at picking headphones out. Oh, I should probably just take this entire thing. Okay.
Or toilet. Yeah, I'm in a toilet. Jesus is right. Yeah, so we are getting hyped slowly
Yes.
but surely.
Yeah, I probably should have paid attention to where I installed Backbot so that I could have found it later on.
Yeah.
Do you know if a site is around at the moment?
He should be on Discord.
Okay.
Discord. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's kind of inactive, but yeah, just try there.
I think almost everything's in place except for the poll right now. I just have to find out how to put the poll in.
Yeah, easy. We are just giving Hazza time to restore from his very hard games against soldiers. So
Yes.
he must be very tired, and now we are being polite and giving him some time to restore, to keeping up. So I hope chat understands that we are very nice guys. Something like that. By the way, chat, is the tunnel voice thingy still there, or is it like acceptable? Is it very bad? How is it, chat? Tell me. Come on. Do it, do it, do it. We will see. I mean, I kind of turned down my microphone, so yeah, maybe that helps. Yeah. Do you have a delay on, isn't it?
Yeah, there should be about a 30-second delay or 1 minute.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So 30 seconds and they should answer. So it's like, strange. You have to get used to that. Okay, so it seems the eco thing is fine. Only Jesus complaining, but yeah, actually he has very high standards. So, well, yeah. So Jesus, you can just imagine me sitting on a loo casting this. It would, yeah, yeah, it's fun. I know you like that. So, Hundhal,
Okay.
why? I'm me, no dog. Trying to figure out the whole thing, and then we are ready.
Yeah, I'm very sorry about this, everybody. I didn't think this one through.
Yeah, they should be patient because, I mean, the very good things are the things you are waiting on, so. So, okay. And chat, how are the voices balanced of me and Duck? Is he louder or is my voice louder? Can you please give some input there? That would be very, very nice of you, very nice people there.
Oh. Oh, okay, I figured it out, maybe. 1 second.
Oh!
Let me just... We might be getting there.
Nice, nice. So
Oops,
I'm
wait.
getting high. Very, very,
I figured out maybe where I should be putting it.
But Sight isn't there. He's not there. So. Or did you reach him?
No, I figured it out myself.
Yeah.
No, wait. We're close. We're close. Yeah, I'm just gonna get from here. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, in the worst case, I'll just start counting up the votes manually, because I can do that. I'd prefer not to do that, of course, but it can be done.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, problem is the map pool isn't either. It's not on the ESOC, so.
Going to install the UI, that's important.
Do you have to close the game?
No,
Doing that?
no, you do not need
No.
to do that, actually.
Okay. Okay.
I have to change all my graphics up to high things, because that's important. Okay, UI's installed. Got that running, yes. Okay, we're really close. I'm sorry, everybody. I almost everything is aligned. Yeah, Eaglemut, I'd have to find the options to be able to post them, and it took longer than that's currently being looked for as well.
So apparently Eaglemut just committed suicide into chat, so very nice. Bad things to do, bad things to do. Well, and now I'm apparently an official member of the Blessia clan. Well. So, power to the people. They would be able to vote pretty soon, chat pretty soon, a little bit more patience, and we get everything done.
Yeah, it's possibly that I'm just downloading the wrong file, but then if that's the case, the file doesn't exist.
It's not 43 minutes, Queen. Come on. Yeah, guys in the chat, give us just a few minutes more to sort the voting thing out. So we are basically very, very, very close, so you can start warming up for the hype That is Hazza54321 versus Eaglemut. Eaglemut promised that if somebody will bet on him, he will win the series. So maybe that's a thing. I don't know if he had calculated that he's playing against Hazza, which is playing very, very strong lately. So yeah, we will see what's turning out. Do something. Yeah, we are doing something. Actually, Duck is doing a lot of stuff. So keep calm, Chad.
I can find the ball. That would be nice.
Sounds still awful.
Yeah, I would really hope that site could commentate me from this.
Yeah, he's not taking any action on any chat we know, so. Yeah, we could make a manual vote.
Yeah,
And just count it out,
so
and then maybe he shows up
yeah.
for the second game.
No, my issue mainly right now is I am looking for the list of maps to make the manual vote.
Yeah.
And
Isn't it everything that is on the?
oh yeah, it's all of
ESOC
those.
maps?
So
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I mean, we might as well do that at this point. There's a slightly better way that I was going to do it. That would have fixed it, but I can't actually find that list. So
yeah, I could just host a game and tell you the maps that are inside.
Yeah, let's do a one in just in chat, pull them to see what the map should be, and I'm going to continue looking while it's happening.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It makes sense, actually.
Okay.
So,
yeah, your mic also just got a little bit low.
My mic is loud.
Low.
Low. Okay. Yeah, I put it up. I was hoping that I could avoid the echo thing, but. So we are doing this manually. So they Should we just do a straw poll with
Yeah,
the maps
do that,
we have
do
in
that.
mind?
Do that.
Yeah, I try to do that. So, so, so what are the poll options?
There's gonna be like 20 of them.
Yeah, do you remember all of them?
Yeah, okay.
So how are we doing this? So I do a straw poll or you do it?
I will make it. So I'm gonna start up a game so I can see all the maps. Okay, we got Arkansas, I don't know. Yeah.
They were.
Okay, I'm
Do we
putting
have
the
all
poll
the
up.
maps?
Yep, putting it up.
Okay, perfect. So chat, now we are very close to starting it, so just get out your vote on the map, and then the winner map gets played. So hurry up, chat, we're waiting for you, come on.
Sorry about everybody. We're ready though.
So it seems that we are on 33% for Indonesia. Indonesia is looking good. Indonesia is looking good.
No, wait,
So,
guys. Eaglemut has to, or sorry, not Eaglemut. Somebody else has to leave soon. If you do Indonesia, this game is going to take 3 hours. And we're only going to see one.
yeah. Well, so chat, you heard it. No Indonesia, please. So, well, another minute left to vote. So hurry up, folks. Not enough votes yet. So come on, chat. Come on, chat, please. Spam those straw polls there. So, Eaglemut ping, yeah. What's going on with the ping of Eaglemut? So,
That's okay. That's not an issue.
so apparently still Indonesia, isn't it? No, Herald Island is
All right.
tied.
Yeah, you can call the poll
Okay,
whenever you want. Just let me know.
Yeah, okay, so I just wait to Herald Island to win.
Okay,
so
let's do Herald.
one more for Herald Island. So come on, chat, let's get out the last votes on next 30 seconds to go, and then we're fine. There is a tie, there is a tie. So there is a tie, that means we choose, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're going to choose Herald Island because
Herald Island.
nobody
Herald
got time
Island
for Indonesia.
Yeah, and actually Herald Island got 22%. So thank you very much, chat. We had Indonesia yesterday, so you don't want to Indonesia all 24 hours basically. So, well, we are ready to go.
Yeah,
and
I'm going to close the bot for now. It's causing me to get some encoding errors.
Exactly. So, well, Uh, just telling Harold Island thing. So yeah, choose the map, please. Hazza54321.
Okay. He doesn't have the map. I'll make it for him.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. So apparently Hadza does not have the map, so we have another little short issue there, but it will be fixed very soon, and yeah.
Sorry about that. I left Discord briefly, but
Okay. Yeah, I was confused about that.
yeah, I was closing up all the unnecessary tabs.
Yeah.
To make sure that I can
I
actually do
have,
this properly.
of course, the things open. So you have studied that introduction you have to do, huh? Isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Well, yeah, they're going to see the map
okay.
first and then.
Yeah. Of course. So now Hadza is in a game.
So don't worry.
On? Yeah. Yeah, it's with you, of course.
And I saved the game, the recording.
Okay, so are they ready?
Okay, the game has started. I think we're ready.
Yeah, so where is it?
It's Hazza54321. Yeah. 54321's game. All right.
Joining. Now I have to download the map, of course.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to make more polls because I'm terrible.
So random civilization pick in the start, so random.
Not exactly random, but right, they just have to agree to a matchup that they're happy with.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So yeah, like that. You're right, of course. So I have the map, so we are ready to go. I agree into this. Apparently we are playing on Herald Island, and Hazza54321 has clicked in Japan. Japan is probably one of his strongest civilizations, I think. Eaglemut still thinking on it. He has Germany, but I don't know if he wants to click in with that. What's your opinion about that?
I think it's a reasonable matchup for Germany, certainly. It's okay. They are clicking into it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what could Germany possibly do is going for the FF and then waiting to pull out those very strong unit shipments he has. Or
well, give me 1 second. I'll just roll the intro first.
yeah.
Welcome
sorry.
everybody. Welcome everyone to the Insight New Year's Invitational round of 16 between Hazza54321 and Eaglemut. This game is the first game of the round of 16 match that they're playing, and this is a best of 5. Starting up in the top right-hand side of the map, we have Hazza54321 playing as the Japanese, and Eaglemut, starting in the bottom left, playing as the Germans. I'm Dualcrad. Co-casting with me is Needhalf. Needhalf, what do you think about this matchup?
Yeah, this matchup. Yeah, well, you already said it. So I think Japan is basically favorite here because just off the map, I mean, he has a lot of spots he can shrine. No, actually, it's not so true. The all ice thing he can shrine there, yeah, isn't it? So, and Germany, yeah, well, Germany, I think, in my opinion, Germany is going to go for an FF, but you are the expert here, so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you.
I think that in this case, Japan likes to shrine up a lot of the map, and on this map, there's definitely a lot of opportunities to shrine up reasonably well, although perhaps not too many. Oh, right. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about this.
Complaining about one hour
Uh,
show.
yeah, this is Okay, so yeah.
Okay, see, it's
Yeah, a
fine.
very
So
critical bug
apparently
that
it's
I
a
actually
glitch then.
forgot about. Yeah, it's not even a glitch. It's actually just a map bug that has never been fixed, where
Okay.
Japan will only start with one orchard on this map, and that
Yeah, and
is
of course, yeah, it's a disadvantage. And Japan, of course, is usually starting with 2 cherry orchards, unless there is berries. So they could gather on berries, and then in that case they will just start with one. But in this case, they just have 1 cherry orchard, and it would be he has to ship those cherry cards a
yeah.
little bit sooner. Germany already going for a TP there,
Mhm.
so yeah,
Well, yeah.
was kind
So
of expected.
in this matchup, it's interesting to decide whether or not Germany is going to go for some early H2 play, or if they're going to try to go to H3. I think that Germany oftentimes they want to just try to rush the Japanese player down, take advantage of Japan's weak early game, doing some sort of expo
Yeah.
play. But of course, Germany is known for doing a lot of H3 play, regardless of their matchup, whenever they can. So they have a little bit of a conflicting goals in this particular matchup. They want to take advantage of their early game H2, but they also want to be going to H3. So it's interesting to see what
Yes.
Eaglemut will do.
So he's gonna have to decide, and doing the fact that he has already a TP, I guess, is it still an option, the colonial push?
Yeah, those permit both styles of play, really. I think that trading post
Okay.
means that it's basically just saying, yeah, I want to get a lot of shipments early, but it doesn't force you
Yeah.
in one way or the other.
So I
Meanwhile,
guess
we do see that Hazza is going for the consulate start, so he's going to be playing a fairly standard Japanese game, likely doing his shrine game
yeah,
early on and trying to
that
hold
means
off anything.
probably followed up by Heavenly Kabi and then shrining a whole lot of the map, as you
Exactly,
said.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what is interesting about this map and a particular feature that should be noted is that we have these two ridges right here, and that leads
Yeah.
to a very small choke at the start of the map right here. And that means
Yeah,
that
it's like
it's actually, yeah, it's fairly easy to turtle up on this map.
it's like a natural wall, basically. So,
Exactly, yeah.
like in Game of Thrones, you have those ice walls. Same thing here.
Yeah, it means that Hazard's going to be a little bit happy about that because he can wall off fairly easily and defend any push that Eaglemut comes at him with. Eaglemut saying good for water boom, but you can't
Yeah, a
actually make
lot
docks
of
on this map.
trolling going on. So, and as I pointed out, you can't build up here, isn't it? So it's ice, and you can't not build. So if you have to
Exactly, yeah.
gather, yeah. So those hunts he can't shrine. So
That's
yeah,
true, actually, yeah, and that actually has a negative effect on Hazard's build, probably.
yeah,
This
but still a lot of hunts left though. So
Yeah, this sort of section to the northwest is an interesting feature of the map, and it has seen a little bit of use in tournament play before. It's interesting to see actually what the players will do to use this part of the map because it can be good for raiding, which is great for Germany, but it can
yeah,
also allow you to sneak pushes around through that or even gather from this in relative safety at times.
yeah, that's true because you have only 2 access points. One is through your base, so this is probably not gonna happen, and then the other way around is kind of yeah, you can easily scout it, I guess, if you put one villager on this mine here, for example. You know
Exactly, yes.
when the right is coming for that. So it's something that people could do. So we see the wonder going down and the age up for Japan. Of course, it's the Toshugo shrine that buffs out those shrines a little bit more, and Germany going up also.
And
So
Hazza's
very
actually
nice.
starting with a market in Age 1, and that means that he's going to be going for a fairly economic build early on.
Yeah. So probably putting out his first barracks only with the 600 wood. And
Yeah, very
after
likely, yeah.
yeah.
This
So
can mean that Eaglemut doesn't have an opportunity to push really hard, but so far we haven't seen him make any forward villagers or send any villagers forward. So I think that he's going to be happy to go for some sort of Age 3 play and not really be able to take advantage of this market that Hazard's put up.
Exactly. So yeah, he probably hasn't even seen it yet, so he does not know about the booming style that Hazza is putting out here.
And actually,
But
Hazza's advancing to this second age earlier than Eaglemut. So,
yeah, that's
yeah,
he's
I'm a little bit surprised
up
about
pretty
that.
fast though. Yeah. So his 600 wood was already ready. He had a shipment ready, so he probably is sending it. And Jeremy's stacking up 2 shipments. And well, with this build, when is Japan at its strongest? So around 8-9 minutes, I guess, huh?
Yeah, their main weakness is in the first few minutes of the game, but then they start to scale up very well later on.
Yeah.
Actually, a small contention right here. Eaglemut got
Yeah.
the shrine down. That's going to be very good for him.
Yeah, and he got the Explorer as well. So this is Hadz is not being so happy about that, I think, because yeah, well, one less Explorer means one less guy that builds shrines. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, he actually lost both Explorers. Look at that. This one,
Oh wow.
this guy lying dead on the floor. So Hadza is basically no Explorers, building it up the shrine with the villager here, losing a little bit of villager seconds, and building another shrine. So he just basically building the shrines with the villagers right now, or putting down the foundation at least. And we apparently got 5 experience points from that shrine kill. So
Oh yeah, it's an interesting bug that happens with observers, but yeah. So
yeah.
Hazza is in a little bit of a difficult position where he doesn't have that many shrines. He probably didn't shrine up the map as much as he wanted to, seeing as he doesn't have all those
Yeah.
explorers now.
He has 90 shrine puppet and so 90 population, so not so much as he wants to have to, I guess. So still a lot of funds available here, and he definitely wants these explorers specs ASAP. So Alt D is not a thing apparently, so it's not gonna work. And 2 Husser Yulans going to run around here, actually not doing it that much.
Yeah, the main difficulty with this matchup as the German player is that Japan is so difficult to raid because they have all of their villagers just gathered up around the mines and the orchards, which is right next to their town center, of course. So it can be difficult to make these Ulans do a lot of work early on. And I think we're seeing him struggle with that right now.
Yeah, and actually those 2 explorers are taking down another shrine, but
right.
Apparently the Nobuman Teikikoku, the explorer from Hadza, is back alive, so he will just wander the map and shrine a little bit. And in the meantime, raiding with Ashigarus, picking off 1 villager, that's pretty nice, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that, Eaglemut wasn't trying to be losing any villagers this game. He has the better economy right now, but it isn't going to be remaining that way forever. Or actually, he does have a slightly smaller economy due to the shrines. So being able to mitigate that and make sure that his economic disparity is not too small or too large, and actually losing another villager here is going to be very important for him in the progression of the game.
Yeah. Actually, 2 villagers for 2 shrines, so almost even, I would say.
Yeah. Now, we do have him coming out with this 8 crossbowmen shipment, and this is going to be his opportunity to push. You can see Hazza hasn't actually made any units. He's going up to the 3rd age right now. He only has these 5 Ashigaru, so these 8 crossbowmen...
Yeah, and those Bestiaros are here, so I don't know. And the fact that he's out on the map is probably going to buy him a little bit of time, because if he can annoy the German guy, he will just run around his units, and this is the thing he wants to do, I think, because he wants to get up safe to the 3rd age.
Right, yeah. I think that in terms of the card order, Eaglemut maybe was a little bit overeager by sending these 8 crossbowmen. He's already in the 3rd age right now, and so these 8 crossbowmen aren't going to be doing that much work. I would have maybe liked to see him do a 2-seller wagon or a crate shipment there.
Exactly, so saving up for the 4th stage and pumping out one of those more
powerful getting caught here. Looks like Eaglemut didn't quite react in time. But he does have a small advantage. Losing another villager. He does have a small advantage in that Hazza's units are split up. There's 5 Ashigaru right here, but then the rest of the army is here, and he can kill both of these armies separately.
Yeah, if he picks up this thing on its own, so he's gonna clear this up, probably. And yeah, but Hazza being constantly active on the whole map, and I really like that shrining here. So Germany is gonna be, has to go here. But then, I mean, if Hazza knows that Germany is here, it's gonna make him easier to raid, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It should be noted
Yeah.
actually that Hazza has been keeping up relatively well with Eaglemut in terms of shipment progression, even though Eaglemut has a trading post and Hazza doesn't. That's because all of these shrines have been constantly producing XP just by building them. And so Hazza's been able to keep up in the shipment progression. He's not really a card behind at all.
And Hazza is actually getting a TP, so...
Yes, that too.
But this fight is, it does not look that favored for Hazza, so...
Yeah, I think that the Ulan may just overwhelm, although these Ashigaru do a lot of damage. I don't think it will be enough. And this is great for Eaglemut if this works.
Yeah, and actually Ashigarus are not that great against cavalry, and now it's just Bistieros left against still a lot of Ulans there, and a few crossbowmen, so those Yumi guys are gonna die a really painful death, poor things. And actually Hazza was forced to ship the 2 cherry orchards already, so he has no military shipment to help defend.
Yeah, Hazza did have to pay that sort of shipment tax that Japan does have to do. And because he actually was down at Terry Orchard at the beginning, he's even further behind in that. This fight kind of went in neither player's favor, right? Neither player got the better of it. And in that sense, it's a little bit better for Hazza. It's because when you reset the armies like this, the player with the better economy is just able to, they don't die, right? So they just upscale and they can win the next fight. So I think
exactly, but now 9 Ulans coming out, and Germany still has it's actually the 8 Ulan shipments. So Germany is gonna pull out all those very strong Fortress A shipments. So he has gone with 8 Ulans, 9 Ulans, but has still 8 and 7 skirmisher left. So yeah, Hazza will have to deal with all these shipments at some point or another.
Yeah, I forgot to check the player's deck, so unfortunately it's going to cause a little bit of lag. But looks like, Eaglemut has the... I have to apologize. Eaglemut has the 8-9 Ulan and 8-7 Skirm, which are fairly typical of Germans. Hazza, on the other hand, has the more economically focused or upgrade-focused Japan deck that we tend to see in H3. I think that in this case, this Ashinagi comp is going to do well against the Ulan and Ulan and possibly skirmisher-based composition that Eaglemut is doing. And the issue with Eaglemut is that he can't really raid Japan just yet. It's still the villagers are too close to the town center that these Ulans only have a military application.
And I mean here, Eaglemut came up very ahead in this fight. So
well, even though this fight is probably going to go in favor of Eaglemut, he is pulling these Ulans back. Actually, he doesn't have maybe the cost efficiency that he wants. Right? These Ashigaru do fine against Ulans, and Ulans are not a cheap unit to be making.
Exactly, and that's why you said that the Naginata Ashigaru combo is basically better than the Ulan skirmisher, because why is that? Because you have double counter, so Ashigaru counter Ulan and Naginata basically counter skirmisher, while skirmisher just counter Ashigaru and the Ulans basically do not hard counter everything.
Mm-hmm. The other thing to note about those two unit compositions, that is to say the ranged infantry plus cavalry versus the ranged heavy infantry versus cavalry, is that the former one is very unstable, right? If the army's reset but there's 5 cavalry left over for your opponent, then you lose all of your skirmishers. Meanwhile, if you lose all of your Ashigaru or if you lose all of your Naginata, you're fine because you can just take the rest of your units and run away. Yeah,
that's actually a good point to point out, because it's like safer to play.
Exactly, yeah. It's always, when you're playing Germany in this case, you have to be very careful about your micro, because if you lose all of your Ulans, that's all you had to tank. And now we see another fight coming up here, I think.
And this one does look good for Hazza, in my opinion, because the cavalry was caught a little bit off guard there, and it
looks like
all those Naginata left. So he basically now can reset the whole skirmish account, and this is very, very good for him, I guess.
And this is that case where you say, okay, what can you really do with German if all you had were Ulans and they died, then any amount of Naginata at all would beat your army.
Yeah, this is kind of brutal. I mean, Germany, only thing Germany has left is a lesser eco than Japan and a 7 skirmisher shipment at this point. So yeah, it does not look that great for Eaglemut, I think.
Yeah, I think he's going to be losing a lot of these villagers, and it wouldn't be unreasonable for him to call GG here, I don't think.
Yeah, I definitely share that opinion.
He's down in pretty much everything, but he does have these war wagons, so he may be able to make a little bit of a pushback.
Yeah, exactly. He's not too happy about writing "damn" in the chat. So losing the trading post also. So yeah, unfortunate for Eaglemut. And also club rushing things going on here. Probably gonna pick up some houses here and there, but they are facing those 7 skirmishers that are being those guys are being trained, so have been trained.
Yeah, I think these clubs are going to go down without an issue, but the main problem for Eaglemut right now is what is he going to do about this entire army here?
Yeah. The explorer happily walking around again, so it's gonna be very happy for not being dead anymore. And well, look at this Japanese army. I mean, all those Naginata riders, they just don't care about the war wagon. They just smash them in, and well, he's coming up.
Yeah, Eaglemut lacks really the economic means to produce any new units. You can see his economy is a third of what the Japanese economy is right now. So
yeah,
he is calling GG.
Yeah, and he's the GG.
And yeah, Hazza immediately saying GG out because he wants to go to game 2. So
I'll because I think
do what
he
he says
to go.
In this case. Yeah.
Yeah, he has to leave early, I think. So. So well, chat. Now it's your turn again.
Yep.
Go with the next voting as soon as the poll shows up, and do not complain if it's a tie. We decide, so we have power in that.
I'm gonna remove Herald Island from the poll because
and please remove Indonesia too, please.
I'll just tell people, I'll ask them to exercise their
fantasy or something like that too.
I'll put a note.
So well, this game was pretty nice actually. So we saw standard Japan on a map that we did not see that often recently, isn't it? So
yeah, it's
looking forward for game 2.
It's not a good Japan map because you start with only
apparently
one.
I'm a little bit too loud, so I turned down my microphone a little bit. And please chat, of course, point out if we have to do something about the sound. There is a little bit of echo, I don't know how do you spell that. How do you spell that actually?
Echo. E-C-H-O.
Yeah, but how you pronounce it, sorry.
Echo, yeah.
That's what I meant. So, well, let us know, chat, if something is not like you wish with our sound bands and stuff like that. And we are getting the pop up. Actually, Duck is, so I have no credit in that.
Come on, chat.
Oh, yeah, I have to join. Hazza no invite me, said.
Yeah, he didn't want to invite me to find the game. Okay, there. I put the poll up.
So chat, get those votes in. I will vote too, and I will definitely not vote for Indonesia because I don't want Indonesia to get played. What do I want to have? Do I want to get played? Come chat, come on. Nah. Jebel Musa, I don't know what that is, so I vote for that. Oh, 100% Tibet. So, well, 2 minutes from here, I think then we close up the poll. So, hurry
Yes.
up, chat. Every vote counts. Everyone should have to say what map they want to see. Jabal Musa, actually. Oh, ahead. I like you, chat. Chat, good folks in this chat. I really like that. Good guys. 22% for Jabal Musa. That basically just 2 votes, but yeah, well.
Colorado has actually also got a vote.
Yeah. Tying up with Colorado right now. And 1 minute left. 17-17, Colorado, Jebel Musa. So, if it's a tie, what do we choose?
Between Colorado and Jebel Musa,
Yeah,
I do like Jebel Musa more, I think, as a map. Colorado is a little tough to play on. The hunts are annoying.
yeah. I actually do not know anything about Jebel Musa, so...
Yeah. Actually, I think Hazza doesn't know anything about it because it's one of the new maps.
Yeah, those maps are not... yeah, it's here. Oh, it looks nice, though. Yeah, they are on the ESOC site, website, so... Yeah, 20% for Jebel Musa, and I think we almost there. 25%. Okay, well, I think we close the poll here. Jebel Musa it is. Oh, he needs. Invite me too, because
I
probably will
assume
not
I
have
need it.
He has
Oh,
it.
okay, he has it. Nice.
Because, yeah, I had to download the map. So, are they wanna have a look on the map first?
I think no. I think Eaglemut has probably seen this map a few times before, and Hazza said he has it. So I think he knows what it looks like.
Actually. So now Hazza won, and first pick goes to Hazza now then. And he's clicking in with Russia pretty fast. So yeah, another one of his stronger Civ, I think, at least. He showed some very nice things today against Soldier with Russia, so...
Absolutely. Russia is, I think, a very strong pick, and it's a very safe pick. I don't think that they have too many counter picks available to them.
Yeah.
And yeah, Eaglemut picking China, and I've played this matchup before from the Chinese perspective, and I will say that it's not a matchup I like too much. I think you have to be very good at defending if you're going to go to Fortress, and it's if unless you defend perfectly, it's very difficult to actually come out into Fortress with an advantage.
Actually, so yeah, you were saying that basically China is not a very good pick against Russia in this case, and it's even a TP map. So
yeah, I would say it's a winnable matchup for China, but you have to be extremely good at defending to be able to pull it off. And I think most players, including myself, can't actually do that. You have to be. You can't lose pretty much any villagers.
Yeah, so basically just the fact of the higher rank of Hazza will be giving Eaglemut a pretty hard time. But we are gonna see that. We are figuring that out, chat. So
all right, yeah. Welcome everybody to Game 2 of the Insight New Year's Invitational round of 16 between Hazza54321 and Eaglemut. Spawning up here in the top right position is Eaglemut, playing as the Chinese, and spawning down here in the bottom is Hazza, who is currently up 1 game, playing as the Russians. I think that in this case, Hazza is going to be going for a fairly aggressive build. I think he knows that China is, to an extent, a one-trick pony. They only have an FF, and taking the standard Russian rush against that often works. Just going up 14 villagers, queuing up all your units, and sending Cossacks and just going in is often all you need to do to play against China.
Yeah, and I mean, a front base in this region here will secure him up a big chunk of the trading route, some resources too. So I think it's something he basically wants to do. But
Yeah,
then it could be easy to wall up here, huh? I
it,
mean,
it's an interesting feature of this map that you have these ramps coming outside of your base. There are four of
yeah,
them on the map. The issue is that they're a little bit far, which makes it a bit difficult to wall properly. And the other issue is that there's only three hunts in your base. You can't stay in your base that long without having to push out.
yeah. Yeah, true. That's of course a nice thing to point out because yeah, just two hands. Yeah, around 7, 8 minutes they will 8, 9, 10ish maybe
Hmm.
will be gone. So not a lot left for that.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
yeah, the map does look good. So
Yeah.
nice things on that map, like well those strange islands up here. So
Mhm. Now, Eaglemut is doing a slightly non-typical build where he isn't chopping any wood at the beginning. China tends to chop 100 wood for two villages because they need to. Essentially, they get a shipment early game that lets them send as many villagers as they have villages, which means that they can get a three-villager shipment, which Eaglemut does have. But he
yeah.
isn't sending, or he didn't chop wood for the village, and he didn't have this treasure guaranteed for him, which means that he's committing himself to having only one village in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, actually, it's true. So, what does that mean? It makes him even, yeah, he's going for a trading post, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. So this is an interesting style, right? He's
Yeah,
committing himself to not having that extra villager and that extra village, but he's going to have a trading post, and he could send a 300 wood first card, actually, because he got these good wood treasures to make a second trading post, which on this map is very
yeah,
strong.
yeah, yeah. That's of course the case. That's true because, yeah, his trading route is, well, I would say, pretty short,
Mhm.
and you have a lot of trading posts on it. So,
Yeah, and Hazza's actually accusing Eaglemut of doing a disciple rush, which is a Chinese strategy that has had mixed results, although sometimes it's done very well. So I'm not gonna call it a bad strategy, but I will call it off meta.
yeah, so we maybe will see something funny going on, and yeah, I basically would like that actually because it makes things, yeah, funny.
Yeah, it can work, right? You can catch people off guard, and the disciples are actually quite a strong unit, um, maybe unexpectedly. And yeah, he is actually putting down the wonder, and that is not a summer palace. I think we are going to see a
Yeah,
disciple rush.
yeah. Well, disciples are at least very beefy. I
Mhm.
mean, no, no, they are not. They're 80 HPs.
Yeah,
Do
to
they?
I almost agree with this decision to do a disciple rush. The problem is that if you were to go for the standard Chinese FF, there's a very good chance that you would lose. I think it's fair to say that Haza's the favorite for this for the entire tournament, really, but especially for this
Yeah,
match. And trying to do a Chinese FF against him, who is known for being very good with Russia, sounds like a terrible idea. So I'm happy to see Eaglemut doing something a little bit non-standard, hoping to catch Haza off guard.
yeah. That's cool because yeah, he's trying, he's inventing something or just being creative here and
Exactly. Yeah.
using strategies that are maybe unexpected and trying to catch Hadza off guard,
Mhm.
which will be difficult, of course, but well, he tries and at least he does that. Waiting for this nice treasure. So, what does that Zoe's cookbook do?
Yeah, an interesting treasure.
Increases your population.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a house, a half house.
Yeah.
I'm messing out my speech already.
To an extent, I would say that the treasure here is not useful because, right, it, strictly speaking, is worth about 50 wood. And the other thing
Yeah,
is that Eaglemut playing the Chinese, he is making the second village to be able to do the disciple rush. And what he's also
yeah.
doing is not going to be having a lot of population. So that extra five population is not probably going to help him out very much. And we
Yeah,
could
and
actually see him
already
lose this
here with
village.
his five Cossacks already on the field
Yeah.
here, and yeah. Here comes the disciples.
Yeah,
And those guys are gonna, bashed.
yeah. Hazza actually displaying a little bit of clever or cute micro, really moving these Cossacks around. He did
Yeah,
kill quite a few disciples, more than he probably was expecting to, or more than he really
yeah.
wanted them to.
And one of those guys is at 8 HP, so 8 HP is, it's basically dead. So, and slowly but surely, we will see all those nice Russian units going on the field. So musketeers on the fields already, and those disciples are gonna have a very hard time now. I mean, yeah,
Now, yeah, the Musketeers can defeat disciples quite easily, so Eaglemut isn't going to be able to push in right now. But he does have quite a
yeah,
few shipments queued up. He had one shipment that he sent, he has one shipment currently going, and he has one shipment
yeah.
past that. So he can send all of the Chinese shipments, of which there are many. And hopefully,
Yeah, he has 9 Grand Pikemen, 7 Steppe Riders, and 8 Chakunos in his deck, so
yeah.
he could build up a nice little army with that.
He also
Has
has the
no
Mandarin Duck
military
Squad
training
card.
builds, so here comes the Pikemen, and well,
Yeah, this was a good shipment against the Cossacks, but it is still a little bit difficult because the Musketeers defeat Chiang
exactly,
and
exactly.
Disciples pretty easily.
And in the back of this, Hazza is going for basically 3 TPs, has the unit advantage at the moment, and well, his economy is ahead. So, yeah, those disciples have to do a lot of work now.
Yeah, the disciples alone aren't going to be enough at the moment. He really does need an extra card or two. I think the Chukanu will
Yeah.
be the shipment that we're going to see next, and then after that, maybe the Step Riders or the Duck Squad. And
Exactly.
even so, it's not going to be easy for Yukumot to win this one. He did actually get the 8 Chukanu, possibly dropping out on the wrong side. If he pushed them back.
Yeah,
behind
that's
the village.
unfortunate. They were popping out in the face of the Cossacks, so a few of them going down, but not too many. So just 2. He lost 2. So not that tragical.
Yeah, and behind this, Hazza has actually set up that 3 trading post line, and so this is going to be meaning that he's going to be comfortable both militarily and economically. He's going to have the advantage.
Yeah,
Of course,
for sure.
when you do the disciple rush, you do actually cut quite a few villagers. You can see he cut 3 at least by not sending the shipment, and some disciple rushes are, I believe, a 10-10, which means that you're going to cut basically all of your villagers.
Yeah. So, well, and look at his infrastructure. So, I mean, he has a blockhouse, he has a stable, and Eaglemut just has nothing. He has no military buildings, so... Well,
Yes.
does he? And do I not see it? No, he has none. So, well...
Now, Eaglemut did call out one of my favorite cards, the Mandarin Duck Squad, the 8 Chukanu plus Flamethrower. And
Yeah, the flamethrower... It's gonna
Flamethrowers
burn up.
are actually buffed on the EP. They're better on the EP due to some glitch that was occurring on the regular patch.
Yeah.
So this is
Okay.
this is a good unit in a sense. Some people say that it's just off meta right now, but is going to win a lot of tournaments in the future. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it is actually a decent unit, and it can do a lot of work here.
Yeah, I mean, they have a nice attack against mixed musketeers, against infantry in general. I mean, it's 5 attack times 6, so yeah, and they have area damage, so they are gonna hurt basically. And another shipment coming out, I think. Yeah, the 7 Steppe Riders on the field too. But Hazza has reached the fortress.
Yeah, this army is actually very big for Eaglemut and a little bit scary for Hazza. He doesn't quite have the
Yeah.
army right now. He is actually getting a raid. He's killed 1 villager and probably going to kill a second before Eaglemut notices.
Yeah, barely goes away those villagers.
Yeah, I think the flamethrower went down, and that's not great for Eaglemut because that has virtually all of his siege potential wrapped up in that.
Yeah,
The disciples and the
Yeah,
chicken
because
don't siege.
are not gonna siege that very hard.
And so even though this army is big and scary, it doesn't have the potential to push a base down. So it doesn't win Hazza or Eaglemut the game. It only solely can kill units.
And yeah, here comes the villagers just to buy him time to block the units and to let those veteran cavalry archer do the work here. But those things are not going to do that well against Draconos. So,
Well, yeah, the villagers are doing a lot of stuff right now. I think,
yeah,
yeah, even if Hazza doesn't win the battle, he would win the game anyway just off of his better economy. He does have 2 trading posts still left over, and he can make a third pretty much any time.
yeah, and finally a war academy coming out for China. So,
Yeah, trying to transition here after he's exhausted all of his unit shipments.
yeah, he has to because
Yeah,
you
what
can't
else
win
does he
without
have
very
available?
physically. And a consulate here.
Yeah, the consulate
So,
alongside the 300 export shipment means that you can send maybe 2 sets of musketeers in a little bit.
yeah.
But
But well, Hazza sent the 2017 Strela shipment, so yeah, even if musketeers come out, they will have a little bit of a hard time against those little Russian gunners there. So let's see.
yeah, I think the streetlets, which are about to be upgraded to veteran in a moment, will be more than enough to deal with what Eaglemut has right now. What
Exactly,
Eaglemut,
and the veteran
yeah,
coming
he's
right now.
oh, he's allying with the Russians actually at his consulate. So perhaps he can make peace with Hazza before instead of getting killed.
Yeah, that would be an option. Yeah. So the game ends in a tie, and
Yeah,
everybody's happy.
that would be Eaglemut's best option right now.
To negotiate a peace, that would be OP if you can do that. So well, basically at this point, China is confined on his half part of the map and has not the muscle to push out. And yeah, yeah, he has some resources left over here, of course. But if
Yeah,
Hansa goes and rides there, then it's gonna be very difficult.
exactly. That hunt is basically the only hunt that Eaglemut really has left outside of these berries. And well, he does have this hunt, but it is probably going to be pushed down pretty soon. And this hunt
Yeah,
is useful, but it's so unsecured in the sense that it's so hard to move units here. But any amount of Cossacks can kind of kill all the villagers here and ruin Eaglemut's
yeah,
go.
exactly. And in the meantime, losing the consulate, so Hadza is not very happy to hit for him. No, I mean, it's not very happy that he has allied to Russia because he does not want the Chinese ally. Apparently, so
Uh,
yeah, sad thing.
Good
No
try from
peace
Eaglemut.
negotiated.
I like the
Yeah,
strategy, but
yeah,
very
it was.
promising.
I mean, something you don't see every day. So that was very nice, in my opinion, to watch. And those opening clears in his face here. Gonna to try and look for something to siege down.
Yeah, I think Eaglemut is going to try to make a stand right here with his units, but there are just so many Cossacks out that there's not really much you can do.
Yeah,
Calling out the sentries and the irregulars. But even so, it looks like
cleaned up
Eaglemut will
pretty
be calling
fast.
GG pretty soon.
Yeah, it does look like that, absolutely. So well, as you said, basically, if he would have tried an FF, he may have access to better cards and so, but he would have had a pretty hard time defending.
Yeah,
So
the issue with the FF is that, right, as I've mentioned, it's so difficult to defend, and it's so critical that you defend almost perfectly with your villagers, making sure you don't lose any, making sure that they're actually attacking the Russian units. And
exactly.
I guess the other option you have is to do colonial play, which just feels really uncomfortable always as China, because you don't really have cavalry units.
Yeah.
And the last thing you can do is this, which it has mixed
Who is
results.
there? So why is Hansa going back? Oh, it's trolling. Eaglemut wrote no wins
Yeah.
there and just went back. So
So yeah, Eaglemut is. Oh, okay. Well, he at the moment ago he was using strategy where you just wait for your opponent to get tired and
yeah.
win that way. I've done
And
it
hide
before.
in the corners. So yeah, that's a very useful strategy. Oh, apparently I have lost connection to Iso, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Iso having Iso problems. And back on. So well, it was a fun game to watch in the end. I mean, you don't see those disciplers every day, so thank you, Eaglemut, for that. Yeah, well, and
Yeah, I'll wait
we
for.
should.
I'll start
Oh,
up the next poll. Um,
so well, the next poll is coming up, chat, for game number 3. This is, of course, a best of 5, and you, chat, can decide on which map we will play. So take the effort and do it. If there is a tie, of course, we will decide the result. So try to not have a tie there. And well, the map pool is huge, and I have to be honest, I am constantly seeing new maps, so
yeah, both
it's
of those
really
maps
nice
were
for me.
actually new maps that we saw.
Yeah.
They were maps used in the Second Chance tournament, but not before that. And I think that they'll be added to the map pool pretty soon.
And both, basically, both have interesting strategical options. I mean, the first one with the ice thingy and the little bit of a wall, and this one with the ramps and the whole resources in the center with the trading route. I like those maps, at least to watch. I don't know if I like them to play, honestly, but I
Yeah,
never tried that.
Herald Island, I think, gets a little bit of hate, or people dislike it a little bit more because it is a little bit gimmicky due to the walling that you can do and due to that northwest thing.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's a decent map. Eaglemut is a little bit more standard, and I think that they're going to be removing one of the trading posts on the map, which will, I think, reduce the opportunity to do a lot of trading post stuff with ATP. And that actually, in a sense, is going to be an improvement to the map. It's going to be a little bit more standardized in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so poll 3 is up.
So come on, chat, go and vote. And the auditorium I'm in, it's basically not an auditorium. It's just an issue we have with the stream at the moment. So it will maybe be fine in the next cast. And
Yeah, I'm
today
very
you
sorry
have
about that. It's
so you.
I was selected to stream, or I agreed to stream this one, but I forgot that I do have some audio issues related to my sound card. And
But I don't think it's bad because I asked a few people and basically they can get what I am saying. I mean, the most issue is basically that I'm messing up words myself. So if there's an echo, just leave it at that. So come on, go and vote for the next map. We have 2 minutes to go, and winner map will be played on.
all right, so far it looks like
Like
Thar Desert is winning, which will just make me so happy.
Tar Desert would
Yes.
make you happy, so
Yes.
I do vote that.
Um,
Oh, I actually googled it yesterday, but it's something I would not advise you to do because you saw disturbing pictures. So there, 25% Tar Desert. Yeah, my vote did count a lot actually. Yeah, I did like the map, so I would be happy to see that too. And well, come on, chat, hurry up.
Howling Wolf Paw saying we see Thar Desert all the time, which is certainly true, but we also see Indonesia all the time for whatever reason.
Yeah, well, good maps have to be seen, so. So apparently we have a winner there. Do we have a winner? Yeah, we have a winner. It's Tar Desert. So, well, if you like it or not, it's Star Desert, chat.
So, yes, just for posterity, this is the third map that was played in the Second Chance tournament and play tested there. So, we've had 3 maps, all 3 of which were new to the Second Chance tournament and now being seen here. And for whatever reason, a very popular map. We see it very often, and it's one of my favorite maps, but sometimes I think that I'm the only one who thinks that, and then people pick it anyway, so I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, well, I did not dislike it. I actually never played on it. I have to be honest, I never played on the new map, so I saw it yesterday, Bobabu versus you, so
Yeah.
it was a cool map, so.
So mentioning that
now
the last game wasn't recorded, which
yeah, well,
kind of occurred to me. Yeah, I don't remember it being recorded, but
yeah, but you recorded the stream.
yeah,
so
that's good enough.
it's
It's
fine.
always unfortunate when the game doesn't get recorded, but it happens
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. So, well, apparently we have the game, and I missed the matchup, but I can see it now.
Yeah.
India versus British.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? No,
Well,
I did
yeah,
the introduction
gotta
first.
do the intro again. Yeah, I'll wait for the players to load in so I can actually look at the players when I introduce them. Let me see if I can update the score. No, I can't yet. Okay, welcome everybody to Game 3 of the round of 16 of the Insight New Year's Invitational. This game is played between Hazza54321, playing as the British down here in the bottom side of the map, against Eaglemut, playing as the Indians in the top side of the map. Hazza is currently up 2-0 in this best of 5 series. I am Duck, casting alongside me is Needhal. Got all the introduction parts correct.
Yeah,
To remember.
hello there. You got all correct. So we have Tar Desert, and Tar Desert does look good. I really like the looks. So
It's a very nice looking map. Yeah, I think whoever designed that is very good at it.
yeah, actually it is. I think.
It's also a very large map.
Yeah, is it a huge distance? Yeah, it basically is. It's a huge distance. So, what do you think are the options there for either civilization?
So I did actually see Soldier versus Hazza play this right before this series, and
Yeah.
I think what Soldier was mentioning was that the Indian flavor, I believe, is favored in this. That being said, though, Hazza has been doing extremely well lately. Of course, he just recently beat Soldier 3-0, which was perhaps an unexpected result for many people. Soldier's a very good player, of course, and definitely the favorite to win this entire tournament. So I think that he doesn't mind too much.
No, I think he's just going for his standard Brit stuff, pumping out a lot of Musketeer and maybe aging behind of that. And, well, he will be fine.
Now, Eaglemut is down quite a bit. He's down 2-0 in this series, and that gives him sort of two options. He can he can play very aggressively, go for a 10-10 and try to just cheese it out and get a victory, or he can go for a very greedy sort of play, try to win by not necessarily outplaying, but taking advantage of Hazza's possible complacency or safetyness and do something a little bit unexpected in that way. Go for a big economic play. Both of these options are available. It looks like they were mentioning a little bit in the chat, and I think that Eaglemut has a lot of elephants in his deck, so I think we're going to see some sort of Mahat strategy.
I'm gonna check this. So, yeah, he has 2 Mahouts here. It doesn't look that extraordinary to me. But, well, maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
2 Howdah, 2 Siege Elephants, and 2 Mahouts. Well, it could be a lot of elephants there, basically, yeah. But those are all fortress cards, so he first needs to get up.
Yeah, it looks like Eaglemut is on 12 villagers right now, which is maybe a bit atypical. I think he may be trying to make one more. Yeah, he just sent distributivism, so he's going to get maybe one more villager out. So go 14 age up.
Yeah.
India, of course, it can be. They have a lot of different ways to age up because the villagers cost wood. It makes their early game macro a little bit difficult, especially for new players and myself.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I think Hazza is going to be going for a fairly standard British play. He's going to be happy about the large distance on the map, which allows him to play defensively. But he might be not too happy about the fact that there's not that many hunts on this map.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because British, of course, is very, very food-heavy civilization. So they do need their hunts to get their boom rolling. And apparently, we have an Agra fort placed here.
Yeah.
And well, that could speak for a little bit of an aggressive build from Eaglemut coming out there.
Yeah, the forward aggro, especially being built by two villagers, does indicate that we're going to see a pretty aggressive strategy from Eaglemut. Not necessarily all in like a 10-10, but aggressive enough to attempt to do damage to Hazza and mitigate the economic difference that way. I think it's important actually that Eaglemut does do some damage because, of course, Hazza, with his British mana boom, is going to be able to just outscale India so well otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. So British eco, when it's getting rolling, then it rolls. I mean, it's very, very hard to counter, to punish him if he does not push in early. So, and we have a little bit of a treasure contention here. Finally, so we see something, and
I think
Hazza got it.
Okay, Hazza got
Yeah,
it. I
Hazza
think
got
actually
it.
Eaglemut had it, but then he switched his explorers off. I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, exactly.
A bit unlucky there.
So yeah, well, nice treasure. 90 wood treasure, always good. I mean, he has basically 3 hunted dogs, almost 3 hunted dogs. Steel traps for that, sorry, chat. And well, and British going to set up his market, pretty standard thing here. Barracks going down, and his explorer gonna chase down those other explorers. So just harassing him a little bit.
We do actually have this other 85 wood treasure up here, and I think that Hazza does want to take it. Of course, it's one of the best treasures in the game, especially on this map, to be able to take it. And
yeah,
he's gearing up for it, although Eaglemut does have an opportunity to steal it.
Yeah, and Eaglemut is chilling in his base, healing, and Hazza probably just waiting for Correction to reload, and then he's gonna face one tiger only, and he's still full HP, so he's gonna take this treasure pretty safely.
Yeah, it looks like Eaglemut has noticed that, and he's moving his explorers here. But what's important to know...
a little bit of contention there.
Yeah, it's important though that because his explorers are here, it means that he doesn't have them with his aggro, which means that it's going to be hard for him to push. The Indian monks are really good for pushing a base because of their stun and because of their just general annoyance that they provide to the opponent. And so by having them here, he's not able to push as hard.
Yeah, and it seems that he has a nice little army ready. 12 sepoys going to face the British guy, which has already 5 musketeers and 5 longbows. So those guys with that tower, with the 10 center fire, are gonna have a hard time. And in the meantime, there was a little bit of a treasure contention, but Hazza got it. So
you did actually get a villager as compensation though, and that, it is roughly equal, right? If you get the 85 wood treasure but you lose a villager, it pretty much evens out. So Eaglemut's happy about that at least.
Of course, but his sepoy are forced to retreat, and he has to think about what's coming out next, because those longbows are gonna give him a hard time. I mean, 10 longbows already, so he's gonna mix in a stable.
Yeah, that number of longbowmen is, especially with these musketeers, is enough to stop, any amount of sepoy to, as long as it doesn't get too large, right? As long as there are a few longbowmen behind all these, this tower behind the town center, Eaglemut has a
it's
very
basically
difficult time.
very, very hard to push in, and in the meantime, he has still nice amount of hounds in his base because he did a good job at herding, so he can gather food pretty safely, and all those sepoys are gonna get wrecked basically.
Yeah. Well, Eaglemut is doing a great job pulling them into range so that it tries to
Yeah,
force a few into melee mode. But yeah, with these Minutemen, he's gonna have to pull back now.
exactly. Minutemen coming out, another reinforcement batch of 3 Sepoy coming in, but well, it's basically cleaned up.
Yeah, and now
So
we have to
what's
wonder
going
what
on?
is Eaglemut going to transition to next. He lost a lot of
Yeah,
Sepoy, probably more than he could afford to, and he needs to do something else to deal with this because otherwise, I mean, he doesn't have a much worse economy right now. It's only 28 to 32, but he isn't going to be able to continue to stay on parity with Hazza, who he's going to
yeah.
continue to
And
make.
he's pushing a little bit his economy. He's got a market out. He's researching some market techs with the mining technology thing and, well, trying to catch up a little bit in that eco. But look at the economic unit population difference. It's already 10 villagers in favor of Hadza, and military unit population even more.
Well, what
So,
Eaglemut does have
yes,
going for him is he does have these trickle cards, right? He has the distributivism and the foreign logging card, which allow him to keep up a little bit economically. But
oh
the issue
yeah,
with that
you have
is
to
that
recalculate.
they don't scale with village with market upgrades. So those are always going to be the same amount of wood coming in. Whereas Haza's economy is based on villagers, which means that all these marketechs he has, of which he has hunting dogs and steel traps, are going to grow even more for him.
Yeah, but now Hadza decides it's time to push out, and no, he changed it. He made up his mind, and he comes back. So, little bit of being indecisive here, and
Yeah, he doesn't really need to push out, right? He's perfectly content to just stay back and continue to boom.
yeah,
He is a little bit concerned that he doesn't have a hunt anymore, so he's going to be taking this hunt right here with these elephants, and probably he's going to be taking this
yeah,
elephant here.
yeah, exactly. Working on the hound here too. So, yeah, and maybe he has decided that it's time to push out. And in the meantime, Eaglemut put down a stable. So, yeah, basically to counter those longbowmans, but the musketeer count of Hadza is basically probably enough to hold some silver. So
Yeah, there's only 3 Sowar out now, and maybe another 5 will come out in a batch, but
yeah.
that's not going to be enough to deal with this army just
And
yet.
what do you think about that? Is it should he siege down the Agra or should he go straight for his base?
You know, I get the idea of not going for the aggro and just because it's not that big of a deal to have it up. It sort of provides a lot of line of sight, but it's not that strong in terms of its attack. But in this case, I think it's fine. And yeah, we have the army.
Yeah.
I think Eaglemut is, or sorry, Hazza is going to be able to clean this up without too much issue.
Yeah, of course, he surely had the muscle to deal with all of that, so why do not take it out, actually? And given the fact that it's basically the only 2 military production bases of Eaglemut are here, that's gonna give him even more bit of an advantage.
Exactly, yeah.
Cleans that up.
The aggro is important that it's a very powerful early game, but it falls off very hard mid and late game because its bombard attack is only 25 and it doesn't really
Yeah.
work that well. It relies mostly on FHP and its area damage to be a big threat, but even at this point in the game, it's not really that big of a deal. And so even Hazza's perfectly happy to be fighting under the aggro.
Yeah, basically yes. But he lost a lot of siege potential here, and now Sours coming out, and only longbowmen's left. And for the India guy, we had Sepoys.
I think there were just enough Hussar and Musketeer left.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be close, but yeah.
It was a good pop from Eaglemut, but maybe not quite enough. Maybe like 1 or 2 more Sowar in that case would have worked.
And Hadza not reinforcing or sending his reinforcing to that direction here. So yeah, more Sowars coming out, and he definitely gets cleaned up completely.
Yeah, Eaglemut has actually staged a little bit of a minor comeback. I wouldn't say he's in an advantageous position yet, but
yeah,
he has
his
cleaned up the army
economy
to
is still
save the
behind,
aggro.
but he evened up the military thing. So military count evened up, and economy he has to catch up.
Now, it's at this point in the game where I think that an important aspect of Thar Desert come into play. Because the hunts are so far away, right? You have a hunt here, which is just like 3 screens from your town center. You have a hunt here, which is another screen. It's so easy to pull off a lot of kind of ridiculous raids, right? Like if you send 5 SOAR
Yeah.
over to the side of the map, you get every single villager there, and then you just leave when when the army comes.
So what can Hazza do to avoid this? Should he just push and basically keep his opponent's units busy, or should he build some towers, or probably no towers?
It's extremely difficult, right? It's sort of just a map feature where you say you have to commit something to be able to defend against those raids. You have to either commit units or towers, and that's going to make your army smaller if you do so.
Yeah. Yeah, and the fact is, if Eaglemut's army gets slower here, he risks to lose all his military production things, and it's certainly a thing he does not want to do. And on the other hand, if he can get 5 SOARs here or here, that's gonna be huge.
Exactly, yeah, it can be a very good way to actually come back in a game that you're losing. Popping out a bunch of SOAR onto a bunch of villagers. But I think in this case... Go ahead.
Yeah, Eaglemut allying with the Brit Consulate, so going for a peace
yeah,
again,
another peace
but,
treaty.
Yeah, he probably just waits for the Musketeers, but yeah, well, at this point, yeah, he has just his Consulate to push out some redcoats and no other infantry production building, so yeah, it's not gonna be enough, probably. And the redcoats going out here, probably for some raid, and this thing too, so...
No, yeah, this can be what works, right? I mean, there's a lot of villagers here. If he can kill all these villagers and then doesn't die to this army, then he's going to be in a fine position.
Yeah, and Hazza, in the meantime, busy with his army in the middle of the map, taking down everything. He saw that Tiger Claws now and probably going down with the Hussar, but it's not something he wants to do, really.
It's important to get these Tiger Claws into the right position to catch all these villagers. It's not quite happening just yet.
Yeah, a lot of them are probably surviving at the moment. So let me have a look on units lost. Is actually 4 villagers going down so far, 5 now. And in the meantime, Hazza is in the base of Eaglemut with the cavalry, taking down some villages for himself. So 1 villager, 1 Indian guy going down, and Hazza cleaning up all of this with his infantry right now.
So this was pretty good for Eaglemut. He got a lot of villagers, and even though he's losing these musketeers, that wasn't really it wasn't exactly necessary to do so, right? He could have just run away with all these Tiger Claws and not have the musketeers here.
I see a thing that makes me sad. He lost a few grenadiers, and I really wanted to see them in action, sieging down some stuff. So yeah.
But now we can see the value of these Tiger Claws, right? They're going to catch another bunch of villagers out, and Hazza's army just isn't fast enough to be able to handle these.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Hazza's hussars are here, and I mean, Hazza took down 6 villagers, and Eaglemut took down 9. So, well, it's I mean, British has some villagers more to spare, I think. So.
Yeah. Eaglemut actually just gave up with the raiding and decided to make a bunch of rice paddies instead.
Yeah, and this is gonna set him back a lot, I think, because well, you don't gather that fast from plantations as you do from hunting from hunt and from mines. So you basically want to avoid that as long as possible.
Yeah. Now Eaglemut's getting a little bit more raiding.
Yeah, and
it's not effective.
One thing is, it's not even protecting him from raids because he lost another 2 villagers there. Sad thing. And all the Tiger Claws are cleaned up, and the whole musketeer ball in his base. Well, it looks kind of difficult now for Eaglemut.
Yeah, he's going to lose a bunch of villagers.
It was a nice move, Actually, the count now is 14 lost for India and 12 lost for British guys, so...
He is responding, though, with a raid of his own. I think he's going to lose his town center, but at least he's going to get a couple of villagers.
Yeah, it's kind of a non-birth based raid or something. Well, I don't know. I mean, those villagers are just poking in those red coats trying to do some damage, and rest in peace is.
Yeah, Hazza's calling, or sorry, Eaglemut's calling GG.
So yeah. So that's it. Hazza takes the series. So Hazza has not lost his groove after the games of versus Soldier. So well,
yeah, Hazza will be taking this series 3-0. I don't know who he's playing against next. Oh,
yeah, I can tell you that.
Oh,
So yeah, no, well, it's not been decided yet. Either Ghost or Bromboy.
right.
So
So, very good play from Hazza. We saw, I think that he's coming into the series, he was the favorite to win the tournament, and I think that he continued to display that here. I think,
yeah,
he just showed very impressive play, didn't really slip up in any major part.
yeah, very solid builds and well executed, and yeah, basically he was clearly ahead in a lot of those games.
All right, well,
So,
thank you everybody for watching. This was the Insight New Year's Invitational Tournament, round of 16 between Eaglemut and Hazza54321. I am Dualcrad, and casting alongside me was Needhalf.
yeah, exactly. That's it. So thank you very much for watching, for voting for the maps, for choosing nice maps. We are very happy.
Yes.
That was no Indonesia today, so it was a good day. And well, I hope you tune in very soon when the tournament goes on. So hope to see you guys again, if it's me casting. If not, there will be other awesome casters. And well, thank you very much, Doug, to let me cast with you.
Thank you very much for coming. And once again, I apologize to everybody for the technical difficulties we had at the beginning of the broadcast. I hope that those will be prevented again. I will talk to site to make sure it doesn't happen. Thank you very much, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, folks.